Alright, homework and remembering Unit 4, Lesson 9. A lot of the same things happening here, multiplying decimals and whole numbers, and also decimals by decimals. So I'm going to kind of skip numbers 1 through 14 and go to the story problems on the bottom of the page. So about the Sunrise Cafe, this is number 15 on our homework. It says, the Sunrise Cafe gets tea bags in boxes of 1,000. If the cafe charges $1.75 for each cup of tea, and each cup of tea gets one tea bag, how much money does the cafe receive if they use the whole box of 1,000 tea bags? So, we need to figure out how much money they will get if they sell that entire box of 1,000 tea bags. So our equation here that we're solving for is 1,000 times $1.75 because that's how much each one costs. And that's going to equal our unknown, and right now we can say that this is going to be y. Let's just say y. Okay, so 1,000 times 1 7/7500, or $1.75. And what the students should be noticing right now is a pattern. We look here, we see we have 3 zeros. Okay, if we're thinking about our pattern in zeros and we know we're multiplying, that means the other factor, which is $1.75, that decimal in that factor is going to move to the right based on how many zeros are in the first factor or in the second. It doesn't matter which order. So thinking of this now as $1.75, and we're timesing it by 1,000, which has 3 zeros, we're going to move it to the right because multiplication, the number is going to get bigger, so we have to move the decimal to the right 3 times because that's how many zeros are in 1,000. So y equals, or our answer equals, $1,750. And that's how much money they will receive for the tea bags. Now, yes, of course, you can stack these numbers on top of each other and multiply it out and do it that way. But I like the students to see this pattern. When we're multiplying, the number is going to get larger, so the decimal is going to move to the right and the numbers are going to shift to the left. Okay? So I hope students start seeing this pattern. We discussed it in class. This homework just reiterates and reviews it. And hopefully it's starting to make sense because we are on Lesson 9 and there are only 12 lessons in Unit 4. So the test will not be this week, but the following week. Okay? So number 16, I want them to try on their own and see how they do. Have a good night.